What's up, guys? Eli here, back for a new stuff video. This will be a fun one, a light, fun, simple, all the stuff that a lot of you guys don't probably care about, but for those that do, this should be a good time. I'm just going to be showing two Blu-rays that I have purchased at this point a couple of months ago, and pretty much just those two, and then some toys and memorabilia and stuff like that. So let's get started. Gonna be a lot of fun, I promise. Sorta. All right, let's do it. I think I'll start with the toys first. So, long story short, I am a big Star Wars fan. Not as much as I used to be, and I'm really only a fan of the original trilogy. Everything else to me I can take it or leave it on any day. I did like The Mandalorian, but so some of my favorite characters from the Star Wars original trilogy are and have always been the Ewoks. You know, as you know, I'm a big animal guy, so I gravitated towards Ewoks, you know, at a young age, and I still am kind of obsessed with them. So I picked up. I've been wanting this or something like this recently for some odd reason, just because I had stuff like this as a kid. You get nostalgia, so I picked up this Wicket plushie. I guess you would call it if you were 9, but he's awesome. I also picked up this comic book that it didn't go with him, but I actually picked this up a completely different day, this Marvel Star Wars. Marvel's doing these like one-offs of different Star Wars stories, and I picked up the Ewoks one, because again, I'm obsessed with Ewoks. Tales of Friendship, Horror, and Triumph with the Ewoks. I'll show a couple of still shot pictures. I've also picked up this copy of Rue Morgue magazine. I've always wanted to pick up a copy of Rue Morgue for the last, I don't know, 10, 20 years. Never purchased one before, but I gotta say, I haven't read through it yet, but I've only glanced. Quality magazine. I'm really impressed. What made me grab this specific issue is because it's got Calvaire on the front. French, or a Belgian, actually. I think it's a Belgian horror movie that I bought many years ago, and time to rewatch it, I guess. I've had this for a long, long time. But when I saw that on the cover of that magazine, that Rue Morgue, I was like, gotta get that. So. Got some more toys. Got this Super 7 They Live. They call it the Ghoul from They Live, which I thought was weird because fucking They Live, man. Aren't they? They're aliens. I don't know why they call it Ghoul. Super 7, I think you kind of dropped the ball here, but it's pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to open him. A lot of the times when these figures come with accessories and stuff, I like to open it up. But the packaging is just so cool. I think I got to leave him in the package. This is the second Super 7 action figure I bought. The first one was the Slayer Goat. You know, these are cool. They're a little overpriced. They usually run at like 20 bucks, which I don't know. I guess 20 bucks isn't too bad. I think it's a little bit on the high end considering they're very basic figures. They're not super detailed or anything, but they're made to look like, you know, like 80s and 90s action figures. So very cool for what they are. Apparently he glows in the dark. I just now noticed that. Now, if you've watched Dreadful Rick's most recent video, you'll notice I sent him one of these. I, of course, got one for myself as well. The original Fly from the original The Fly, the scientist. I'm a bigger fan of the Jeff Goldblum remake, but I do like the original as well. Just thought that was way too cool not to buy. And I've got this werewolf. I actually sent one of these over to my buddy Full Metal Ginger Kevin, since I know he loves the Universal monsters and stuff like that. So yeah, I got one for myself as well, because of course. I mean, I love werewolves. I also picked up, because I love this movie too, picked up this Teen Wolf set, because when I was a kid, I was obsessed with Michael J. Fox. So, made by Funko, You know, I like Funko. I'm not a Funko diehard or anything. So you got the Scott Howard Funko Pop. It also comes with actually a really cool T-shirt. I've already worn this once or twice, as a matter of fact. It's a large. I'm more of a medium guy, but it works. It's a nice shirt, as you can see. That's all the toys. We'll move on to the Blu-rays that I was talking about. The theme here is the Grindhouse Releasing Company. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Grindhouse Releasing, but they've just kind of been a boutique DVD company for quite a long time at this point. You know, they're up there with the Blue Undergrounds and Vinegar Syndrome, Severin, stuff like that. They do just as good of a job, so they are in the same league, in my opinion. So I picked up this from 1982, Pieces. This version is from 2016, but the original movie's from 1982. It's a Spanish film. It's pretty infamous at this point. I've never seen it, so let's talk me into getting on that quick. So this was directed by Juan Piquer Simon. And what I like about these versions of these Grindhouse DVDs, these are Blu-rays, by the way. If I can get it out. Very cool. I think that's the original cover or the original movie poster, something like that. I could be wrong. I'm not an expert. I've known about this movie for, long time. I've just never seen it. Got the 2 discs. And anyways, what I like about these is they tend to come with a bonus soundtrack CD. So I think that's cool. I love a good soundtrack, so hell yeah. Any of you seen Pieces? I'm sure many of you have, and probably thinking it's weird that I haven't. Then from 1980, we have the very infamous Cannibal Holocaust. Now, this is a movie that I have kind of a love-hate relationship with. I think it's a really good movie. It's really fucking well made. But there's just a lot in it that I can't really stand behind, and I'm not going to go into detail. I think you can probably guess on at least 1 or 2 of the topics. But again, it's a really good, well-made. Well, I don't know if it's a good movie. It's a well-made movie. It's such an extreme piece of sleaze that I feel like I've always needed in my collection. I actually owned a different version previously that I sent over to Scott Wilcox. So this was directed, this version came out in 2014, by the way. This is directed by Ruggero Deodato, the infamous Italian director. All kinds of goodies that come with these things. I love these Grindhouse Releasing. And you get a CD soundtrack, of course. This one done by Riz Ortolani. The Pieces soundtrack was done by numerous people. Stelvio Capriani, Carlo Miara, Cordio, and Fabio Frizzi. Sorry about the stereotypical American doing an Italian accent. I don't know why. I think it's because I grew up with the Mario Brothers. So every time I do an Italian accent, I have to try and sound like Mario as closely as I can. So, what do you think, guys? That was fun. Like I said, I promised fun. Hopefully, I delivered the fun. Next up, I just got so much stuff I've been working on lately. I have a huge stack of movies. So for those of you guys that watch this channel for movies, I know there's only a handful of you, but I don't care. That's enough for me to do it. Huge stack of Blu-rays and DVDs to get through that I picked up over the last 2 or 3 months. So I need to work on that. I have a huge stack of CDs and vinyl that I need to show as well. So realistically, I have probably about 10 videos that I need to make, just showing stuff I bought over the last 3 months. I went on a couple shopping sprees. I'm slowing my buying down a little bit, as we go. Sometimes I just go through phases. You know what I mean. Collectors are fucking dumb as hell. Other than that, yeah, I've got some cool stuff coming, man. I've got movie reviews. I've got album reviews. I've been branching out, and having a good time doing it. So hopefully, at least a few of you guys enjoy watching said videos. But yeah, I love you guys, and Louis says hello. He's down there taking a nap, and we'll talk soon, huh? Fucking cheers.